Doc D here with Biblical Figs. I wanted to create a video to show how terribly difficult it is to identify an unknown fig tree. Here are 3 figs that I harvested today, this morning. The one on the left, extreme left, is a brown turkey. The one in the middle is called a Michigan fig. And the one on the extreme right is a phenomenal fig. Now, if you'll notice, and I'll try to get it as close as I can, all 3 of them in color are pretty much the same. I mean, the one on the extreme left is a little lighter, and then it gets darker and darker. But if you were making a comparison, I think I could present a case and argue a case that all 3 of these came off the same tree. And I think that it would be an easy thing to establish. However, they didn't. All 3 are different. And to show you how difficult it is then to identify an unknown tree, you might have either one of these 3 trees, as I do, and had I not known from the beginning what they were, I wouldn't have a clue. I couldn't positively identify one correctly. Now, I'm having to hold the camera with one hand and do this with the other, but let's open these figs up and look at them and see if there's any differences in the color inside. Let's start with the brown turkey. All right, we got it cut open. And let me just lay that out like that, brown turkey. This other fig, all I know about it is when I got the tree, very small tree, at one of the events, Figs of Atlanta, there was a little thing inside the pot that said Michigan fig. And I called the person that owned this fig tree, and she told me all that she knew about it was that it was a Michigan fig from Michigan. So I said, okay, thanks a lot. But notice now, as I come in closer, the insides of those 2 look primarily the same. Then let's go to the phenomenal fig, cut it open, and of course it's much different inside than the other 2 are. But if we were making a comparison based on the insides, I could argue the case that the first 2 are either Michigans or they're brown turkeys. Now, the third one here, this phenomenal, stands out by itself. But I'm just trying to illustrate, even with figs side by side, some of them are the same color, some of them have the same pattern on the leaves, are almost identical. So it's very, very difficult if one doesn't know what the tree is from the beginning, and sometimes even then it can be labeled wrong. But if one doesn't know what the tree is from the beginning, it's just a shot in the dark. You can get some wise counsel and sometimes maybe be correct in identifying them, but I just wanted to show how easily it could be mistaken from one from another, especially with the first 2. Before opening them up and even after opening them, they look almost identical. The third, the phenomenal, of course, is easy to say, well, this is a different fig because it has certainly a different interior. Well, I hope this little spot has been informative to you, and I wanted it to be encouraging. What I'd like to say in closing is, if you have a fig tree that's producing figs and you like them, don't worry about what the name is. Just enjoy the figs, and I'm certain you'll be much more happy. Well, this is Doc D saying thanks for listening, stopping by. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and hit that follow button, will you? Thanks a lot.